Hey there everyone, welcome back to the channel. Over the past few months, I've been deep into a whole bunch of RPGs, from Expedition 33 and Elden Ring Night Rain to the full breakdown I did on Wuchang Fallen Feathers. It's been a non-stop RPG grind, and I'm loving every second of it. And now looking ahead, 2025 and 2026 are shaping up to be even more exciting. We're getting dark fantasy worlds, massive open world adventures, and some absolutely insane combat systems. Just wait till we talk about Phantom Blade Zero. Combat in that game is on another level. In today's video, I'm breaking down 15 plus upcoming RPGs you seriously don't want to miss. These are games I've been tracking closely, following every update, and I have handpicked the most promising ones for you. Let's jump right into it. And don't forget to drop your most anticipated RPG game in the comments. Let's kick things off with Lost Soul Aside. Easily one of the flashiest action RPGs coming up. The combat here looks insanely fast and fluid. You've got mid-air combos, blade morphs, teleport dashes, and it's got that high energy style that just feels fun to watch and even better to play. We are getting closer to the release now, and everything they have shown so far points to a game that's all about style and control. I'm very excited to play and show you guys some real-time gameplay, because this one looks like a must-play if you love action-focused RPGs. Next up, we have Chrono Odyssey. Chrono Odyssey is an upcoming RPG with fast-paced action and a massive open world, set in a beautiful fantasy setting. From giant monsters to powerful abilities, the game definitely aims big. I played the beta and made a full build video on my channel, and honestly, the combat felt really good, smooth and satisfying. Dodging, attacking and landing combos had a nice weight to them. There were still areas that needed polish, but if they improve on the beta and tighten things up, this could end up being one of the most exciting RPGs of 2025. Next, we have Where Winds Meet. This is a Chinese open world RPG game set in the late 10 Kingdoms era, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. The game blends martial art combats with exploration, parkour, and even some historical storytelling. What really makes it stand out is how fluid the movement and swordplay look. It's like a mix of fast-paced action and cinematic wuxia-style fantasy. And every time we see more gameplay, it looks better. If they can deliver on the world building and keep the combat as stylish as it looks, this could be something really special when it drops in 2025. Next, let's talk about Alcahest. This is a grounded fantasy action RPG where you play as a youngest son of Petty Lord, caught in the middle of political unrest and mysterious goblin raids. The game focuses on dynamic melee combat in highly interactive environments, kicking enemies off cliffs, dropping trees, or even using ropes and relics creatively. Instead of traditional magic, it features a deep alchemy system where potions can be thrown, consumed, or planted on NPCs with unpredictable effects. It's shaping up to be a gritty immersive adventure inspired by games like Kingdom Come Deliverance and Dishonored. Definitely one to keep an eye on. Next, we have Crimson Desert. This is an open world action adventure RPG set in the war-torn continent of Pywell, a visually stunning land filled with danger, mystery and political chaos. You play as Cliff, the leader of the Greymanes, fighting through brutal battles and exploring everything from snow-covered peaks to lush valleys. Alongside allies and against countless enemies, your journey uncovers the deeper threat looming over the world. With its rich world design and cinematic combat, this one feels like a true next-gen RPG experience. Next, we have Tides of Annihilation. This game throws you into a twisted version of London, shattered by a mysterious invasion from another realm. You play as Gwendolyn, the last survivor, uncovering secrets across a reality-bending world where fantasy and modern ruins collide. The game features a deep knight-based combat system inspired by Arthurian legends. You'll build your own order of knights, each with unique skills, and take on towering colossal foes in epic battles. With haunting visuals and a heavy narrative focus, this one's shaping up to be a standout RPG. Next, we have Fatekeeper. This is a first-person action RPG set in a handcrafted world Filled with ancient ruins, forgotten relics, and hidden lore, you'll master a blend of melee and magic, facing enemies that demand both strategic builds and precise combat. The game features deep character progression across combat styles, attributes, and spell schools, supporting a wide range of unique playstyles. Whether you favor brute strength, swift agility, or destructive sorcery, your choices shape who you become. With a strong focus on reactive combat and meaningful exploration, Fate Keeper is one to keep an eye on. Next, we have Phantom Blade Zero, one of my favorite. This is a dark and stylish action RPG that blends Chinese martial arts with steampunk flair. You play as Soul, an elite assassin framed for the murder of his master. Gravely injured and granted only 66 days to live by a mystic healer, Soul set off on a brutal quest for revenge and truth in a world twisted by occult forces, mechanical beasts, and deadly warriors. The game features fast-paced, fluid combat and players wielding both a main weapon and a secondary Sachi weapon. Ranging from cannons and spears to massive hammers, with over 20 Sachi types, the combat stays fresh and creative. Set in a semi-open world, Phantom Blade Zero offers large handcrafted zones, challenging bosses, deep character customization, and a bleak atmosphere that constantly keeps you on edge. The recent 22-minute gameplay reveal showed off stunning animations, dynamic encounters, and a high-speed swordplay that looks insanely good in motion. Definitely wishlist it and keep this game on your radar. Next up, we have Blood of the Dawnwalker. This is a dark action RPG set in 14th century Europe, where war and plague have left the world vulnerable, and vampires have seized their moment. You play as Cohen, a young man turned into a Dawnwalker, caught between humanity and monstrous power. The game lets you choose your path. Fight to save your family, or give in to vengeance and unleash your curse. With two distinct gameplay styles, one as a vampire with supernatural powers, the other as a magic-wielding human. You will shift between forms depending on time of the day, each with its own strength and weaknesses. Time is always moving, and every decision impacts who lives and who dies. The open world is filled with forests, swamps, ruins, and secrets, where ancient truths wait to be uncovered. With its strong RPG roots, branching choices, and rich atmosphere, Blood of the Dawnwalker looks like a gothic saga to watch out for. Next, let's talk about Onimusha Way of the Sword. Step into the war-torn lands of Edo-era Kyoto, where history and dark fantasy collide. In this reimagining of the classic Onimusha series, which I absolutely loved by the way, the ancient capital has fallen under the shadow of Malice, an ominous force warping the land and summoning horrific creatures from the underworld known as Genma. You play as lone samurai, armed with the Oni Gauntlet, a legendary artifact that grants supernatural power to vanquish the Genma threat. Every clash is a deadly dance of steel and spirit, with fast-paced swordplay and brutal encounters defying your journey. As you cut through the blood-soaked streets and corrupted temples, you'll uncover secrets, face monstrous foes, and battle for more than just survival. This is a tale of vengeance, destiny, and redemption. Next, let's talk about Blood Message. This is a cinematic single-player action-adventure from NetEase Games, powered by Unreal Engine 5 and packed with brutal survival combat and deeply emotional storytelling rooted in Eastern history. Set during the final years of the Tang Dynasty, you play as a nameless messenger and his young son on a 3,000-li journey, roughly 1,000 miles from the battle-scarred city of Dunhuang to the empire's heart, Shangang. Caught between a collapsing dynasty and a righteous uprising, your mission is simple: deliver a message that could decide the fate of an entire nation. This is not a tale of kings or generals, but of ordinary people forced into extraordinary circumstances. A father and son whose loyalty, sacrifice, and survival are put to test across harsh desert, war-torn villages, and ancient wilderness. With visceral combat, stealth, and survival mechanics, and a heavy focus on narrative and culture, Blood Message is shaping up to be a powerful story about what it means to leave a mark on history, even when history forgets you. Next, we have Silent Hill F. Now I know this isn't your typical action RPG, but Silent Hill F deserves a spot on your radar. If you love atmospheric storytelling, psychological depth, and a creeping sense of dread that sticks with you. Set in 1960s Japan, the once peaceful town of Ebisugaoka is overtaken by strange fog, transforming everyday life into a nightmare. You play as Shimizu Hinako, a young girl navigating through a world unraveling into twisted beauty and unspeakable horror. Silent Hill F blends surreal terror, disturbing creatures, and puzzle solving with a narrative full of regret, fear, and fragility of the human mind. It may not be an action RPG, but if you're here for the story, atmosphere, and the classic Silent Hill psychological punch, this should be on your radar. Next, we have Hell Is Us, a third-person action-adventure game that blends intense melee combat with raw, instinct-driven exploration. Hell Is Us throws you into a war-torn country ravaged by civil conflict and a strange supernatural calamity. In this semi-open world, no map, no compass, and no quest markers hold your hand. You're left to follow your instincts, explore on your own terms, and uncover the truth behind the eerie chimeras haunting the land. Modern weapons are useless here. Only your sword, your spear, and your mysterious drone can take on the bizarre, otherworldly creatures in your path. Every encounter is dangerous, every step forward uncertain. This is not just another action game. It's a test of intuition, skill, and survival in a world that doesn't care if you live or die. Next, we have Ballad of Antara. Step into a stunning fantasy world as an emissary. A powerful entity wields the force of raw, fundamental essences. Each class offers its own unique gameplay, combat mechanics, and mysterious personal storylines, letting you shape your path through its surreal adventure. Journey across meticulously handcrafted landscapes, from towering mountain cities to twisted otherworldly realms. Every region feels distinct, packed with secrets and layered level design that rewards exploration and curiosity. But the real danger lies in the Para, a bizarre, dimension-warped space beyond human understanding. Here, the rules of reality break apart. You'll delve deep into the shadows, confront warped enemies, and recover lost fragments of essence that holds the world together. Whether you go solo or rally your friends in multiplayer, you'll face colossal threats, uncover ancient truths, and fight to undo a calamity that shattered reality itself. Next, we have Nioh 3. Team Ninja returns with Nioh 3, a brutal action-packed samurai RPG where death lurks around every corner. Filled with malevolent yokai, cursed villages, and the relentless pull of the Crucible. A mysterious force warping reality itself. For the first time, the game shifts to an open field structure, letting you explore freely while still holding on to the razor-sharp tension the series is known for. Every path is a risk, every encounter a test of your skill. Combat is deeper than ever, seamlessly swapped between samurai style for head-on swordplay and ninja style for fast-paced mobility and deadly techniques. Master both styles to survive the nightmarish enemies standing between you and your destiny as Shogun. Next, finally, let's talk about The Witcher 4. The Witcher 4 is a CD Projekt Red's next-gen single-player open-world RPG powered by Unreal Engine 5. For the first time, you'll play as Ciri, embarking on a new Witcher saga in the recently revealed region of Kovir, all rendered in breathtaking 60 FPS detail at the Unreal Fest 2025 tech demo. Complete with ray tracing, nanite forest, and realistic crowds. CDPR has confirmed Geralt won't be playable and has entered full production, aiming for quality over speed. Alright, that's it for today. 15 plus future RPGs that absolutely deserve your attention in 2025 and 2026. Which one are you most hyped to play? Let me know in the comments. I read every one of them. Remember, I break down early builds, theorycraft guides, and full walkthrough for most of these titles on my channel. So stick around if you want real deep dives. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like. Also comment if I have missed any game. And don't forget to subscribe, of course. Thanks a lot. Thanks for watching. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.